Alright, so time for a quick workshop showcase. This is the now named Lightliner, which is a bit of an extra ship. It's classified as a light medium duty cargo liner or exploration vessel, and it has some interesting features and a unique design. And if you kind of recognize the shape, you might know it's from Dream Dynamo. I don't think the ship has a name in the series, and it's only seen for one episode and 5 minutes, and then it crashes and blows up and destroyed. But I don't know, it's a really cool design, so I started working on it here, and this is what I've come up with. As you can see, we've got a nice sealed control in here, and we got some screens up, got cargo access. This is only small grid cargo access. If you want large grid, you have to go outside to one of the connectors on the outside, but you can access a small grid from here. There's also a survival kit, so you can spawn here. Got some screens and data. This is just kind of all for fluff. Some more screens. But yeah, this is the ship, and you can see underneath here we got our landing gear, custom landing gear, our rear thruster pod, got the stabilizer up there. I can show you how this works. And if you're curious what planet I'm on, I am on Mars 1/10th scale with the 8K height maps, and it's set to 679 kilometers planet size. So this is a huge planet. Proper 1/10th scale Mars, I believe, with NASA height maps. So it's pretty cool. It's a mod, you can find it on the workshop. You do have to do SE Toolbox shenanigans if you want to get it up to this scale, though. But that's, you can find guides for that shit. Anyways, so as you can see, we can go into our cockpit here, and we're kind of like elevated. And this cockpit is a full motion cockpit. So what we're going to do here is first turn on our thrusters so we don't fall to the ground. And then let's just retract our gear and head on up into the air. So these gears are all automatic, timer block stuff, which is so great. Such a great addition to the game. So if you there's a couple flight modes to the Lightliner, and you can see that through 1 to 3 here. Flat mode, side mode, and landing mode. Right now we're currently in landing mode, which basically operates as a normal SE ship. Everything's all like the articulation points are locked, and you know, you've got normal thruster. The only difference is, of course, since you're in this suspended cockpit, you need to use subgrid programmable blocks to control everything. But the other main mode is in the flight main flat mode, as you would call it, which is shaped like this. And here we've got some mixing going on. You can see all sorts of articulation happening, and that creates kind of cool, interesting flight characteristics that you don't generally see in most ships. You do get a lot of smoke from those side thrusters, but it doesn't harm anything. So if we go back to first person, you can see we actually have kind of a moving cockpit here. I'm not moving my camera, I'm just using WASD. And everything just kind of reacts. I forget, when you go down, you have a lot of downward thrust, so you can, especially in this in gravity environments, you have a lot of downward thrust. But anyways, so yeah, you can do this, and then the final mode is sideways, side mode, whatever you want to call it. And basically that just tilts the cockpit and changes a little bit of the dynamics here. You can see there's another mixed in section with the thruster rotor, which kind of changes things. Kind of fun. Still have... Oh. There we go. Still have all the kind of mixed in. We've got that whole thruster assembly back here, which has the air brake assembly, which is mostly just cosmetic, but I actually do believe, I haven't tested this, but in theory the ship might be compatible with the aerodynamics mod, and if you're using the aerodynamics mod, then this thruster brake, air brake should actually maybe do something. It's going to be limited. It's definitely meant for kind of vanilla play. There is no mods required. The only mod that is used is just an image pack for the jump drive. You can change that to text, or you can just leave it as is and not care about it. It's just a visual thing. Otherwise, no mods. There's a bunch of programmable blocks. Can't get away from that. When you're doing something like this, it's largely the subgrid controls as well as the park scripts. But as you can see, it's kind of an interesting ship. It's got a cool dynamic. It is set up for flight in Atmo or out of Atmo. You can kind of see the stabilizer here. It goes on with what you're doing. It's got the Proxima Corp logo there, the P and the C, and white and yellow. I thought that was a cool little addition. Instead of having a blank stabilizer, I got to slap a little Proxima Corp logo on there. Not much else to say about this. I think it's a real cool design. I really like it how, you know, you've got this secondary, whoop. Fair bit of gyro authority, I guess. You got this secondary mode, which, I don't know, feels like, kind of like a fish. Or looks like even a gun. Kind of looks like a railgun. The cool thing is, like, this whole front cargo attachment, that's a whole modular assembly, so if you wanted to put weapons on it, you could. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily suggest this as a combat ship, just because it's got a whole bunch of subgrids. And, you know, one of those subgrid blows up, you're fucked. But, I mean, if you wanted to, you could. But you could also put drills on there, you can do whatever you want, really. I've just got this cargo because it fits in with the theme of what the original inspiration looked like. Yeah, a lot of it's kind of designed to be able to fly in first person. As you can see, like, you get feedback from the cockpit loops, you get the feedback from the front boom, which reflects what the rear boom is doing, so you can kind of know what everything is doing in here. Look over, you can check your jump drive, jump to a different planet if you want. Oh, snooch. I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover. I forgot I have the speed mod installed here, and I just ended up at 500 meters per second going towards the ground, so I think I saved it. But yeah, I think this is basically everything. There's not much else to say. I guess I can show how some thrust here. Don't want to get going too fast towards the ground. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No! Oh. That was close. Alright. So we're close to the ground now. We can smack into landing mode. Just makes everything a little bit more chill. Get close to the ground. And then for these landing gears, they're a little bit finicky. I kind of went for a form over function, but you know, to do a job. So we can go into here, and then we can just drop down after they're deployed. They will auto lock once you kind of land, and then you land down. Sometimes you might have to roll to get one side to lock or whatnot. It's not liking this too much. But then if we go to 3, we're going to just lower. Oh gosh. It really doesn't like when the thrusters are on. I should have turned those off before. But yeah. This is a ship. If you like what you see, you can download it on the workshop. Leave a rating. Stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing much more ship builds. I don't generally do my cat just jump up on my desk. I don't know if I'm going to be doing many more ship builds. I kind of want to work on kind of want to go back to the cube miner, but I don't know. That's pretty complicated. I think I have to completely start from scratch with the cube miner because now we've got the new set angles and stuff for timer blocks, which is going to simplify things a lot, but who knows. That whole project was going to take a lot of effort to get finished. But that's it for today. Hope you guys like the ship. This is light liner. And see you next time.